Political commentators will analyze Obama's speech from every angle, but there is one perspective not everyone can claim.
Elaine Ordal was there for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s march on Washington 45 years ago to the date. KOIN 6 reporter Eric Taylor joined her to watch Barack Obama make his own history tonight. Eric, talk about full circle.
Jeff and Mike, often it is film footage, street signs, and of course statues that remind us of Dr. King and the dream that he shared on this day 45 years ago. But for one civil rights worker, today was like going back in time and charging into the future all at once.
I have a dream.
Elaine Ordal was there on the Mall when Dr. Martin Luther King detailed his dream, and 45 years later, she's watching it being fulfilled as Barack Obama details his.
The promise says each of us has the freedom to make of our own lives what we will.
It is hard for Ordal to contain her excitement. Ask her if she thought an African-American would ever be a party nominee, and she would say yes, but whether she would see it...
I didn't believe it in my lifetime, but I knew it was inevitable. I tell my kids that every day. I didn't think I'd live to see it, but thank God I did.
The parallels are inescapable. Thousands of people packed together watching history being made on the anniversary of her life's calling, the day when she decided not just to listen to Dr. King's words, but to act on them and join the civil rights movement.
He inspires this country. He's a voice of inspiration. And if you inspire people, that's just, I mean, if you want to go full circle and you want to make an analogy about it, that's what happened to us when we left Washington on August the 28th, 1963. We were inspired, and we went back to our communities, and we changed this country.
At 74 years young, Ordal is no spring chicken, and she is certainly not apt to count the election eggs before they're hatched.
And I'm still pretty cynical.
She is also partly responsible. After all, the equality she fought for is what helped get her candidate where he is, and where he goes from here could be one for the history books again. And civil rights is very much in Ordal's blood. Her grandfather, get this, was born a slave. Her father was born just a few years after the abolition of slavery, and some other relatives of hers, well, they were behind in organizing that very historic march on Washington. We're live in Northeast Portland. Eric Taylor, KOIN News 6. Jeff.
Eric, you put some perspective on this evening. Thank you.
As you saw,